The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands a bastion of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world cannot stand against. A virulent plague swept the city, a terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the wailing death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The Jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study under the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes a champion might emerge to save the city from the wailing death and whatever sinister force might be behind it.
And with that, hey everybody and welcome back to Nightbringer's Watch. I'm your host Falk, and tonight we're starting our adventure here in Neverwinter Nights. This is the first campaign and it's the prelude. What are these? Move to cast spell, more actions. Okay, special abilities. And yeah, we can't see through walls, so here's a chest, let's loot it. There's a club. That has to be my character sheet. Where is... How do I equip something? It's a journal. Rest? No, don't rest. Spellbook, options, a map and... in the inventory. Okay. So let's equip first all... What's this? We have a leather armor and this is a rogue's tunic. So I think the rogue's tunic is better? How do we... examine. Piecemeal or complete armors of this type offer basic protection equivalent to hardened leather. Base armor class 2, maximum dexterity bonus is 6, armor check penalty is 0, arcane spell failure is 10%. Feats required are light armor. Base item armor weighs 10 stone, I think. Like, it's always in those kind of games. Okay, in the journal there's this quest we have. Let's close this for now. Academy training, day 1, month 6, 1372. Falling o'clock. You have trained long at the academy and today is your final day to begin your adventures in Neverwinter. Speak with each of the instructors in the complex. All will be able to give you tutorial information about basic skills. You will need to complete one last lesson depending on whether your main focus is combat, rogue skills, divine magic or arcane sorcery. Bards will be able to complete any one of these tests, while most other classes must report to the expert in their chosen field. Ah, okay. Let's examine this rogue's tunic. Base armor 0, bonus none. So oh, it's quite light, but I think we should go with armor here, with the leather armor. Then we have a main hand and a shield hand. I think we will put the sword in the main hand and the dagger in the shield hand. What are these? A bow, a belt. Okay. A torch. Where would we do? Maybe at some other point. And we have 3 potion of cure. Okay, let's head out.
Finally, you're up. I was afraid you were going to sleep all day. I guess the instructors work you pretty hard here at the academy. My name's Pavel. I'm one of the new recruits. I just arrived here at the academy this morning.
You're a Falk Nightbringer, aren't you? Do we go for no? I think you have me confused with someone else. I don't think so. Let's brag that we're Falk Nightbringer. Is it true what they say about you? That Lady Aribeth herself ordered the academy to send you an invitation to come here for training? I've never heard of anyone being invited to train at the academy before. Usually people are begging to get in. It must be a great honor for you. Okay, and our options is... It is both an honor and a privilege for me to serve Neverwinter. When you have as much talent and skills as I do, you get used to these kind of honors. And who cares about honor? I just came because it sense the potential for real profit. Let's go with 2. When you have as much talent and skill as I do, you get used to these kind of honors. You're pretty full of yourself. Hope you have the skills to back up that confidence. But for some of us, things don't come that easy. My brother Bim and I were working on one of the nearby farms outside the city when we heard Lady Aribeth had put out a call for heroes to come to the aid of Neverwinter. We knew the city was suffering, but we didn't realize how bad things were until we got here. We arrived just before they sealed the gates and quarantined the city. Oh, that's bad timing, dude. Thank the gods I got accepted into the academy. I wouldn't want to be out there on the streets with the plague. Not with the city guards barely able to keep order anymore. And here we got 4 options. First, I don't actually know that much about the plague. Second, what did you mean about the city guard barely able to keep order? 3, tell me about your brother. And 4, I'm not really interested in chatting with you. Let's get to know Pavel a bit better here and go with 3. Bim, he's here too, over by the door. He's kind of a know-it-all, but if you ever want any advice or hints on adventuring, he's the guy to talk to. Doesn't know that much about the plague though. Then for other options, I don't actually know that much about the plague. Okay, there is only one new option. That's anything else you can tell me. Let's go with this. You could speak to my brother, Bim, over by the door if you want some tips on adventuring. Otherwise, you should go see Olgard in the next room. He's the one in charge of equipping all us recruits for our training. Oh, okay. Then... other than that, I don't know what more to tell you. I'm just a raw recruit here. You're the one who's almost finished his training. Then let's... Tell me about these rumors of a plague cure. I only know what people are saying on the street. Some claim Aribeth has a cure and she's going to start passing it out soon. Others claim she's keeping the cure for herself. That would be cruel. But like I said, it's just rumors. Maybe some of the people who've been here at the academy longer than I have would know more about the cure. If there even is one. Okay, let's go with tell me more about the Wailing Death. I don't know what more I can say about the plague. Everyone in the city is afraid of the Wailing Death. The bodies are piling up in the streets and the citizens are on the verge of panic and open rebellion. Ooh, that's not a good state Neverwinter is in. Let's say goodbye here. Oh, yes, I suppose you need to get on with your training. You probably need to go speak to Olgerd in the next room and get your equipment so you can take the final tests and finish your training. If you want any tips or instructions on adventuring, then don't forget to say hi to my brother Bim on your way out. And we end the dialogue. Okay, so let's see what's in here. This cell, this desk which we can loot. Aventurine. And in this armor there's a potion of cure for moderate wounds. We'll take that too. I mean, we are the main hero after all, right? Let's talk to Bim.
I saw you talking to my brother Pavel. My name is Bim. If you want, I can give you a short tutorial on adventuring.
You're a fucking Nightbringer, right? I saw you talking to my brother Pavel. My name is Bim, if you want to give... okay. Okay. Just to let you know, you can break out of a conversation at any time by pressing the escape key on your keyboard or by walking away from the character you are speaking to. Now let's begin the tutorial. How does he know that there's a keyboard involved? That's not good roleplay there. Whenever you left click with your mouse on a creature or object in the game, your character performs a default action. Board left click actions include speaking to a person, attacking a monster, or opening doors and chests. Yeah, go on. Let's talk a bit about camera control and viewpoints. There are 3 different camera styles you can use when playing Neverwinter Nights. I'm setting you to the top-down camera mode to start this tutorial. That's the default setting for the game. Yeah, I like the camera the way it is now. Okay, if you're happy with this camera mode, then we'll just continue with the tutorial. Yeah, please. Neverwinter has several difficulty settings you can choose from. I'll explain the main difference between the various settings if you're interested. Yeah, go on. In multiplayer games, the DM can adjust and control the difficulty settings. In single player games, there are 3 settings you can choose from using the options menu. Easy, normal and hardcore. In the easy setting, enemies' damage against you is limited to a maximum of 50% of the normal total, and all your hits do a minimum of 50% normal damage to them. Also, your spells won't hurt your own party members. In the normal setting, damage rolls are calculated normally, although enemies can score critical hits on you. Your spells still won't hurt your own party members. The hardcore setting makes players vulnerable to critical hits and also gives enemies attacks of opportunity if you use ranged weapons or potions in melee combat. Your spells will now injure your own party members if they are caught in the area of effect. The game has been balanced for the normal difficulty setting. Using the other settings may result in gameplay that is too easy or too difficult. Yeah, I think I'll stay with normal here. That seems simple enough. That's it for difficulty settings. Let's move on to the next part of the tutorial. Okay. You can right click on any object or creature in the game, including yourself. This is very important to remember, as right clicking will bring up a menu that lets you access most of your abilities and actions. Try right click on me to bring up the menu, then select the attack icon on the right of the menu to punch me. The attack icon is at the 3 o'clock position on the menu.
I want to talk to you again.
What was that?
I want to talk to you again. Okay.
Okay.
Seems like you got the radial menu figured out. Remember, right-click on objects to bring up the radial menu. You can even right-click on yourself to access skills, feats, and other special abilities.
Take a look at your quick bar at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I see. The quick bar is one of the most important features in a game. You should learn to use your quick bar. The quick bar lets you use many of your most important skills, feats, abilities and items. Use an ability from the quick bar, just hit the corresponding function key from your keyboard or click on the quick bar slot with your mouse. You can pull up a second quick bar by holding down Shift on your keyboard. Hold Shift and press the corresponding function key to access the abilities of your Shift quick bar. You can pull up a third quick bar by holding down Control on your keyboard. Okay. You can change the abilities on your quick bar by right-clicking on the respective box and assigning a new ability to that function key by using the menu system. Remember, use your quick bar! Now we move on to your character sheet if you're ready. Yeah, okay. Another important part of the game is your character sheet, which can be accessed by pressing C on your keyboard or by clicking with your mouse on the character sheet icon beneath the character portrait. We figured that out already. The character sheet displays your ability scores in a window on the screen. It also shows other important statistics for your character such as armor class and hit points. Any special effects on your character, such as spells or items that affect your stats or give you special immunities or abilities, can be seen by scrolling down to the bottom of your character sheet. These special effects are also represented by icons that appear on the top of the screen just to the left of your character portrait. Mousing over these icons will bring up a text description of what effect they represent. And the top of the character sheet window are several tabs. Click on these tabs will bring up sheets displaying your skills, feats and spells. Next I'll tell you about the pause and play function if you're ready. Yeah, pause and play sounds interesting. In a single player game, pause and play is enabled by default. In a multiplayer game, it's up to the DM whether pause and play will be available to the players. When pause and play is enabled, you can pause the game by pressing the space bar. While paused, you can select a spell to cast or use a special ability or item with the same controls used during actual gameplay. These actions will show up in an action queue across the top of the screen in the order you select them. You can clear the action queue at any time by clicking on the ground. Ah, cool. You can also switch equipment, armor and weapons while in pause mode. Although, like the actions in the action queue, these changes won't take effect until normal gameplay resumes. If you're in pause mode, just press the space bar again. Okay, got it. Okay, we are almost done with the tutorial now. There's just one last thing left for me to teach you, if you're ready to go on. Yeah, okay. We've covered most of the basic controls, so now it's time to focus on how you rest. Resting is a very important part of the game. Remember to rest often. Resting heals you, it lets you prepare spells, and it restores any feats or special abilities you may have used up. In order to rest, just left click on the rest button below your portrait in the upper right corner of the screen. Okay. Once you're done resting, come speak to me again. That's been this, right? Okay. Then we sit down and talk to Bim again. Takes a while.
Well,
okay.
Looks like you're all rested and ready to go and complete your training. Just head on through the door and you'll find Olga waiting for you.
Okay, Olga will help you get your equipment so you can complete your tests here at the Academy. Is there anything else you need? Goodbye. Good luck with your training, Fog Nightbringer. Instructors at the Academy will be happy to give you more lessons on how to play the game, specific to your class. If you ever need a refresher course on this tutorial, just come speak to me again. Okay, I think for that, if I ever need a refresher thing, I'll just do a new character. Okay. So this dwarf is Olga?
Hello there. Come to get yourself some supplies from old Olga, have you? Good idea. Can't have you wandering about the streets naked. Might give the Academy a bad name.
Okay. The city guard are already having enough trouble maintaining control as it is. Plague bodies pile a dozen deep in the gutters, the veiling death running unchecked through the districts. Horrible, I say. But you've heard all this before, I'm sure. Here, I've got some equipment for you. A rogue like you might find it handy in completing your training. Now, if you're ready, I'll give you a tutorial on how to access your inventory so you can use that equipment I just gave you. I already know how to work my inventory. Dwarf. Well then, I guess we don't need to go over it, do we?
This might be a good time to teach you how to use the stores in the game. I have some items here you might want to purchase. Since you're part of the Academy, you get a special discount rate.
Okay, let's check that out. Are you interested in seeing my store? I'll give you a quick tutorial on how they work too. Yes, I'd like to get a tutorial on stores and see what you have for sale. Before we enter the store, let me explain how it works. This is important. You're going to be using stores quite a bit during your adventures. All stores are accessed through dialogue. Just talk to a shopkeeper and tell him you want to see what he has for sale. This will bring up the store inventory menu on the left of the screen, and your own inventory will appear on the right. At the top of the store menu, you'll see different tabs for the different types of equipment. Click on the tab and it will bring up the first page of the store menu with that type of equipment. Yeah, go on. There are arrow buttons in the upper corners of the store menu for scrolling through the different inventory pages. On each page, passing the cursor over an item, you will display the name and cost at the bottom of the menu. If you want more details about the properties of an item, left click on the examine icon in the bottom left corner of the menu, and then select the item you wish to learn about. To buy something, simply click and drag it from the store menu to your own inventory. This will purchase the item and automatically deduct the gold from your total. Selling items works the same way. Just click and drag an item from your inventory to the store menu and the item will be sold. To identify an item, just click on the examine icon in the bottom left of the store menu, then click on the item you need identified. This will bring up a menu with a picture of the item and an identify button on the left. Click the identify button and a confirmation box will appear detailing the cost of the service. To leave the store at any time, simply click your mouse on the X in the top right corner of the store menu. That's about it as far as stores go. So, are you interested in seeing my inventory now? No. Okay, yes. Great. I'm sure you'll find my prices most reasonable. When we're done, you'll find the door leading out of this room is unlocked. Okay. So there's armor, there are weapons. Oh, cool hammer. A katana. Nice. We have 100 gold pieces and that costs 86 gold pieces. What is this? Studded leather armor. Let's examine this. It has an armor class of 3. Maximum dexterity bonus is 4. Check penalty is -1 and spell value 20%. It's light armor and it weighs 15. Let's sell this. I don't think I'll need this. It has been 8 gold pieces. Let's sell the rogue's tunic. That's been 1. And I think we'll sell the aventurine for 11 gold pieces. Also the club can also go. Okay, we sold items for a total of 21 pieces. And should we buy a crossbow or a short bow? Here are scrolls and potions, magic items and miscellaneous. Ah, here are buy healer's kit, +1 for 55 gold pieces. Yes, the inventory we sold. I don't know if the thieves' tools are if they go if we use them, if they're only one time usable. I think that's something we need to find out later. Okay, I think I don't want to buy any of these armor pieces, and buy arrow for 1 gold points. Is it 1 gold point per armor or per 99? Bullets. There are pistols in Dungeons and Dragons, and a sling. You know what? Let's buy a short bow, some arrows. Oh, it's 99 for 1. And that sling. Good. Where can we equip the bow? Ah, okay. So we need to swap it in fight, but we can go with the arrows. We can put them on this place. You don't have any belts or something like that, right? Ah, there's the second armor page. Justice outfit, okay. And there are 3 weapon pages. 2-bladed sword. Oh, cool. Okay, I think we're done here. There's the door. Let's go through it. Ah, it's closing only. Okay, open the door, go through it, move the camera. Ah, Burner. Who are you?
There. You're one of the students here at the academy, aren't you?
Falk, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm Falk. I'm Burner, instructor here at the academy. If you like, I can give you a quick tutorial on how to use your map and journal. Sure. To use your journal, simply left-click on the journal box beneath your character portrait, or press J key on your keyboard. Go ahead and do it now. It won't end our conversation. Okay. Yeah, that's the journal. I think we read the journal already. Let's continue the conversation. This brings up your journal entries for the current chapter. Right now you should see 2 quests in your journal: Academy Training and Speaking to Burner. Yeah? Did I see a speaking to... Ah, here. Yeah, it is. Day 2, month 6, 1372. Burner is explaining the journal system to me. Okay. That's a rather short journal entry. Go ahead and click on the Speaking to Burner entry to get the detailed description of that entry. You can click on an entry to bring up more details at any time. Okay, I understand that. Go ahead and close your journal now. You can do this by hitting the J on your keyboard or by clicking the journal icon on your character portrait. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to update your journal. Yeah, open your journal again. You see the Speaking to Burner entry has been moved. It's now in the completed quests section of your journal. Okay, that's where? Ah, here. Yeah, we spoke to Burner. Wow, we're so master adventurers here. Now I'm going to update your journal. Ah, no, we had that. Notice that on the top of the journal are tabs for your quests, your completed quests, and a section where you can make your own notes. As I already mentioned, the Speaking to Burner entry is now under the completed quests tab. Click on the entry. Notice how it's changed to tell you the quest is now over. That's about it for the journal. Do you want me to go on the map tutorial? Yes, please do this. Okay, first make sure your journal is closed. Yeah, that's that's done. Now use your map. Left click the map box beneath your character portrait or press M on your keyboard. The top of the map is always north. Ah, okay. It's like a dungeon map. Go ahead and do that now. Your location on the map is marked by an arrow, and the arrow points in the direction you're facing. Do you understand so far? Are you the owl from Zelda? Yes, I understand. The arrow keys on the top of the map let you zoom in or out. Maps will fill as you explore an area. You can leave the map up to help guide you as you are adventuring. That's handy, yeah. Okay. You will also see that there are small pins tacked onto the map. These are your map nodes. They mark important locations in an area. Simply move your mouse over one of the pins to read the notes. Are these those blue pins? No. Ah, here. Those pins. There's the store. Okay. That should be that dwarf dude. You can add your own map notes by clicking the pin in the upper left corner of the map screen, then clicking the area on the map where you wish to add the note. Okay. That's it as far as the map and journal go. You can close your map now if you want. Just click the map icon below your character sheet or hit M on your keyboard. Yeah, of course we instructors are here to give guidance to the students. After all, how else will you complete your training? Where can I go to complete my training? Let's go with this. Just head through the exit in the southwest corner of this room. The academy training rooms are all in the hallway beyond. Okay. Let's say goodbye here. Goodbye, Falk. Yeah, we end the dialogue. There are book piles. I'm not interested in them. So what do we have here? Here's Urban, Erden, and Gilbert. I wonder who's the instructor for the rogues. Here's Dandy. Dandy looks most rogue-like. Let's talk to Dandy.
You need to speak to Herben first. He's in charge here.
Yeah, okay, then let's go to Herben.
It's about time you showed up, recruit. My name is Herbert. As far as your worthless hide is concerned, just call me sir.
It's my job to teach you raw recruits some tips on combat techniques, so you maggots don't get gutted out there in the real world. Well, recruit, don't just stand there with that dopey expression on your face. What's it going to be? Are you ready to begin your combat training, or aren't you? Sir, I'm ready, sir! We have the option to say, alright, let's get this over with. What's with all the shouting? Is this supposed to inspire me or something? Let's go with 5. You address me as sir when you open your mouth, maggot. If this plague hadn't made us so desperate for recruits, I'd boot you worthless ass out of here for that type of attitude. But I'm stuck with you and I don't have time to break your spirit and teach you proper respect and discipline. We don't have to like each other, but you will listen to what I have to say. This information might save your life sometime, recruit, so listen up. Whenever you want to use a feat or special attack on an enemy, right click on your opponent to bring up the menu. Then left click on the special attack icon in the lower right corner of the menu. And this opens up a second menu with any feats or special attacks you might have. Just left click on the attack or feat you want to use. You follow me so far, recruit? Sir, yes sir, sir, no sir. Yeah, I get it already. I like the options. But let's be kind to that guy. We go with sir, yes sir. On the special attacks menu you will also see the parry icon located at the very top in the 12 o'clock position. Left click on this icon whenever you want to enter parry mode. When parrying you do not attack, but you are able to make an opposed check to deflect or dodge any incoming attacks that would otherwise hit you. Each round you can parry one successful enemy attack for each attack you would normally get. If your roll succeeds by 10 or greater, you will make a free counterattack at no penalty. To return to normal combat mode, simply left click on your foe. Have you got that figured out, recruit? Can we move on to the next lesson, sir? Yes, sir! Yeah, I've got it. No need to shout and holler. If I don't shout, recruit, it might not get through that thick layer of dung covering your brain. Now listen up for the next lesson. Your weapon isn't just for killing, recruit. Sometimes it has other uses, like opening a chest or locked door. If you find a lock you can't get past, right click on the door or chest and then select the bash icon from the menu. You can even do this with missile weapons.
Let's go!
Oh, cool. Though I'm a rogue and I have thieves tools, I think I'd rather use the thieves tools. You find a lock. We had that. The stronger you are, the easier it is to bash open a lock. Just remember that not all locks can be opened by force. Are we clear so far, recruit? I got it. Let's move the show along.
You and me.
When a giant is ripping your lips off for talking back, recruit, just remember that someone will be smiling. Now quit goofing off and stay sharp. You aren't really a fighter type, so you aren't required to participate in combat drills. They are open to anyone, however, and if you pass the combat test, it will complete your basic training, but I'd recommend you go study under your specialized trainer instead. Okay, I think I'll pass. I figured as much. You're no warrior. Go test your skills on one of the other tests and trials here at the academy. You're dismissed, recruit. Okay, then do we have to check any of those guys? Who are you? You. Should we talk? There's a weapon rack. Oh yeah, weapons we... Yeah, let's take the bolts. There's another sling. Oh, they don't stack. That's sad. Can we... No, we can't turn them around. That's sad too, so I should not have bought something. Okay.
So Harbin sent you over for your combat trial, did he? Well, my name is Hewitt. I specialize in ranged and missile weapon combat. Are you ready to begin the final test?
No. Let's move on here. I want to find the rogue trainer.
So, Harbin sent you over for your combat trial, did he? Well, my name is Dendy. I specialize in melee weapon combat. Are you ready to begin?
Nope. Where's the rogue trainer? Gilbert?
Well met.
Are you new here at the academy? I don't recognize you from any of my combat training accesses. Oh, wait a minute. You're a rogue. Yeah, I am. No wonder I haven't seen you around. I doubt the academy has us studying the same things. My name is Gilbert, by the way. Hi Gilbert, my name is Falk Nightbringer. Falk Nightbringer? Right, I've got a friend who just got accepted here at the academy. He's a rogue too. He mentioned your name once. From what I hear, Falk, your training at the academy is almost done. All you have to do is prove yourself in the final rogue challenge, and you're ready for graduation. I envy you. I hear Lady Aribeth herself is here to hand out personal blessings to all the graduates in the South Assembly Hall. I'd love to meet her myself, but I've still got a ways to go on my training. Okay. So, what are you, Gilbert? Well, let's move the camera. So you dwarf, and you pretty look like a warrior. Yeah, let's get going. Well, I guess I'll just get back to my training then. I don't want Erm to chew me out for slacking on my drills. Okay. It's the rogue trainer. Is Erden? Erden had been... Did we talk to Erden?
Yes? Hello?
Can't you see I'm practicing my drills? The academy might go easy on a rogue like you, but those of us training on the Erden can't afford to waste our time chatting. Okay, then I'll be going.
You and me! Let's go!
Who are you, Ferdinand?
Hello there.
You must be Falk Nightbringer, the one I've heard all the instructors talking about. They are mighty impressed with you, I must say. Okay, good that they are impressed. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Falk. I'm Ferdinand, the Academy's resident keeper of exotic creatures. I was afraid you wouldn't make it by my little corner before you completed your training here at the Academy. So, have you come here to view the menagerie, or was there something else I could do for you? The menagerie? What are you talking about? This academy was founded with the purpose of training adventurers, so it only makes sense that we would collect strange and exotic monsters, the kind adventurers might encounter during their explorations. Okay? We allow our students to study the creatures and their habits up close, so that they will be better prepared when they encounter such beasts in the wild. Oh no, let's say goodbye here. Goodbye then. Remember, you're always welcome to come back and view the menagerie anytime you want. I always enjoy it when people take an interest in my little beasties. Okay. And where's the rogue trainer?
Awaiting orders, sir.
This is Verna. We talk to these guys. There's a sign. Sign Arcade Magic Training Instructor Jaro. Ah, okay, so here are the instructor rooms. There's another sign, let's check it. Rogue Skill Training Instructor Keta. Okay. Let's get in and talk to Keta then.
Hi
Keta.
there. My name's Keta, head of security, espionage, and intrigue here at the Academy. No need to tell me who you are. My sources are way ahead of you.
You're a fuck Nightbringer, ain't ya? Now I know you're not one of those prissy types who frowns on a little sneaky skullduggery. I mean, that's why you're here, ain't it? To learn the ins and outs of the rogue's life. Yeah. I didn't choose the rogue's life chose me. Well, don't worry, you've come to the best. I know all the tricks of the trade, and I'm going to teach them to you. Consider this a final tutorial before you tackle the Academy's final challenge. Everything you wanted to know about rogues, but we are afraid to ask. Ready? Ready. Let's start with something simple, like picking a lock. This only works if you have ranks in the pick lock skill. Simply right click on the door or container and select the pick lock icon from the menu. Some locks may be beyond your ability to open, but using a lockpick increases your chances. Simply right click on the lockpick, select the use icon, then left click on the door to use the pick. Simple. Okay, let's look at another basic rogue skill. Suppose you want to disarm, recover or flag a trap so other players can see it. Just right click on the door or container and select the trap icon, then select your action from the trap menu. Remember, you have to detect a trap before you can disarm it. You know a trap is still active if it shows up as bright red. Again, this will only work if you have ranks in the disable traps skill. I think I have a pretty high disable trap skill. Got it. Let's look at how to pickpockets. Remember, this only works if you have ranks in the pickpocket skill. Start by right clicking on your victim to bring up the menu. Now select the pickpocket icon from the lower left menu. Can we pick your lock? Attack, cast spell, examine, talk to, special abilities. A victim to bring up the menu. Now pick the from the lower left menu. Oh, I think we can't. There's mount actions, stealth mode, crafting skills, taunt, detect mode. Okay. When you successfully pick someone's pocket, you have a chance to get a random item from their inventory or a chance to come away with some of their gold. Just be careful. I can tell you from past experience that people don't like catching you with your hand in their pocket. Okay, what else? A rogue needs to know how to move without being seen or heard. There's real art to sneaking. Your stealth ability is a combination of your hide and move silently skills. While in stealth mode, creatures must make an opposed check based on their spot and listen skills in order to detect you. To activate stealth mode, right click on yourself and select the icon on the left to bring up your special ability menu. From this menu, simply select Stealth. The character will become semi-transparent while in stealth mode. Right. There are a number of factors that affect stealth mode. Your rank, in the hide and move silently skills, shadows and lighting in the area, and line of sight of nearby enemies all affect your ability to use stealth mode. Okay. While in stealth mode, you won't be able to move faster than a walk. If you want to run again, you'll have to click on stealth mode to turn it off. Now would also be a good time to tell you about the Rogue's sneak attack ability. Rogues get a bonus on 2 hit rolls, as well as multiplies the damage when launching surprise attacks at an opponent's flank. Don't get the wrong idea, sometimes all the lockpicking and sneak attacks in the world won't get the job done. That's when we rogues have to be as quick with our speech as we are with our hands. Often during dialogue you'll have a chance to persuade somebody to give you more information or perform a certain task. The higher your rank is in the persuade skill, the better your chance of fast talking your way through a situation. A high charisma also helps with persuasion. The more attractive and likable you are, the more people are willing to believe you. I understand. Well, I guess that's it. We've pretty much plumbed the depth of my knowledge, and you soaked it all up like a sponge. I've got some challenges to test your skills if you think you're up to them. It's the last step in your training before we graduate from the academy. Okay. For now I say goodbye, because the episode got pretty long. I'm sorry for that. It's all the tutorial and all the new stuff here around. I think it plays a bit different than other RPGs of that kind, like let's say Diablo. We don't just go out there and kill people. We really have to roleplay. Okay. But for now, we will roll the end card. So, we made our first steps in the Academy of Neverwinter and learned about some interesting characters. And that we are someone especially important. Special videos can also be found here on the left side, and I think you'll enjoy them. Have fun, thank you all for watching, liking, sharing and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!